Hello, hello, howdy, welcome. Come on in. As always, I don't like having a loading screen for art streams because that includes me having to have some level of background music. And, what a pain. So I'll fiddle DD around a little bit while I wait for people to come wandering on in. And then we can chit chat about what we're drawing today. It's hot. It is so warm today. It's been warm. And I made myself a promise that I wouldn't complain about how hot it is this year cuz it's been so cold. And so I was like, "Oh, Jesus above, if I could just be warm again, I promise I won't complain about it." But boy, howdy, it's hot. I think I've broken that promise. I also think I try to tell myself I'm not going to complain about the heat this year every year, and then I do. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Come on in. Messiah, I don't know who Yashirobi is, but it's a very exciting name. Alright, there's a whopping two of you here at least, so as always, tell me if I'm too quiet. Tell me if I'm too loud. But I think we can kind of maybe get started on what we're going to be drawing. I can real quick made popcorn just in time. That's exciting. Because that's slightly irrelevant to my story in that I went to the dentist earlier. That was exciting. No cavities, wahoo. They told me I wasn't flossing right. But by all accounts, it could have been a lot worse. Pro tip. Here's my flaming hot tip for the day. Next time you go to the dentist and, you get your teeth cleaned and such, ask them to show you how to floss properly. Because I guarantee you don't know. And the lady said that she's had 40-year-olds be like, I didn't know that I wasn't flossing right. So just ask. Be like, yo, how should I floss, actually? Because it's important. So there you go. That's my tip on how to be an adult. Keep finding new ways to say yo or what's up, and I'm really screaming the barrel. I was like, Yashira, is that a VTuber? Since the title should say that we're drawing VTuber fan arts. And so I'm like, I haven't heard of this one. But let's actually start discussing what we're going to be drawing today. I'm excited. So this just happened like a couple days ago. So, if you don't know, there's a company or a group called Honeyworks. And they do a lot of music stuff. You may have heard them whilst I was talking about one of the Vocaloid game videos that I've done. They've done Romeo, which would be the one you might know the best, that song. If you've watched O Maidens in Your Savage Season, they did the opening for that anime, which is a really 10 out of 10 song. And they've been doing these, like, kind of big... There's an anime about their music, because they have, like, an interconnected story of characters falling in love. It's very much romance-oriented. That's the stuff they do. And they've revealed over the weekend that they've introduced VTubers into their mix, and now they have, like a VTuber company, and I thought their designs were so ding-a-dang fun. And I thought that they kind of looked like magical girls, especially her, which is very much the point. That's like her backstory, is that she likes magical girls. So I wanted to draw them. So we're going to draw them. Those are pretty cute designs. I know, they're real cute. That's the thing. They also have, I think they've got a team of artists, but the main girl who does all the art for the, music videos that they usually do, I really like her art style. It's very pretty. It's it's good on the eyes. And so I've got this as a reference picture, mostly so I could see all their names, because I wrote down their names. It's Japanese. I don't really know much about them as people. They only debuted like 2 days ago, so there's not a whole lot about them out there, and everything that is in Japanese, so I can't, I'm not that good. I can't understand them all the way. But, I've got them, and I've got, reference images of all of them here as well. And so I wanted to draw them in my Grim Magic art style, and kind of pretend like what they would be like if they were magical girls. So, we're just having fun today. How chromatic. Yeah, they've got a real, clear kind of color coding. Blue, green, pink. Over here's yellow. We've got like a indigo, violet, and then white. I guess yellow or could be orange, and then you could read this one as yellow. But yeah, it's got a clear kind of. Everyone has a distinct color without it being like too much, you know. So I'm excited. I'm excited. So let's just get to drawing, and we're gonna actually start with Miyu first. That's her, the pink one, because she's really the one that kicked off this idea for me. So let's go. Oh yeah. I need water. Wait, I want to see really quick. I didn't look at this. I want to see if all of their legs are asymmetrical. So, for example, here, we could see she's got a bow up here and her socks are different. And so that's asymmetrical. And we can see the socks are actually the same, but we do have a belt on one leg, so asymmetrical. Two totally different color socks and an added belt. And then the same with her, so, but they're clearly supposed to be like a duo. They're meant to go together. So it makes sense. Still asymmetrical. Very asymmetrical legs. Completely different socks. I don't know how I feel about that one. I think this is a very cute sock here. I think that's just a 10 out of 10 sock. I just wish she kind of had that on both sides, but that's besides the point. Another asymmetrical one. Gotta have a belt on one of your legs. It's just the rule. And then, yeah, again, asymmetrical, different socks. All of them, none of them are wearing the same thing on both legs. Not a problem. This is just it's a very common trend that in designs these days. So yeah. Just something I like to pay attention to. The white one and the bright blue one are the ones you like. So her and her. You mean? Oh no, this one. Yeah, so the gimmick also, it's so kind of confusing. Okay, so these two, this one and this one, they're clearly a pair. And they seem to be like already established. Looking at their channels, they've been making videos and stuff for quite a while. Okay. And these two, so her and her, they are illustrators. Like they're artists. That's why she's got a little palette. She's got a teddy bear with like a paintbrush and stuff. So that's their gimmick. These two are artists, and these three down here at the bottom are idols. So they do like music and singing and such. And then these two are called, so it's illustrator, and then three idols. And then these two are called artists. And I'm like, huh? And so they kind of seem to just do everything, I guess. But really, and I'm sure it's just due to the kind of translation of it, but the fact that we have idols, illustrators, and artists, and the fact that illustrators and artists aren't the same thing is a mite confusing. Hello, welcome. Come on in. I see, that's kind of a cool way of grouping them. It is pretty cool to have, like, it's theoretically, if they have more, like, waves or generations, or just add more to them, they could keep adding to these sort of quote-unquote classes. So it's like, okay, cool, we're gonna have more girls join in, we're gonna have more art, like, more illustrators this time, so whatever. I have no idea how they picked these girls. I don't know if there was, like, an audition process, or if they already knew them, or what it was. But they have super cute designs, and I must say, I am a sucker for groups. I don't watch a whole lot of indie VTubers, just because I like when they come in groups. I like being able to organize them. So it is a me problem. I watch some indie VTubers, obviously, but I just do fancy. I like the sort of company ones, just because I like it when they are a collection. So she's super cute. I want her to really look like a magical girl, because that's the whole point. She's got these big-ass poofy sleeves. I was gonna bend her arms, but I think I'll maybe just bend one of them. But it'll be a dramatic, like, a hand on heart kind of pose. So it's like kind of a high arm, and then the other one's out, like a wingaling's. Nice. I don't know how long the stream's gonna be. I didn't even think about that, because my Grim Magic art style is not a difficult one. Oh, it'll probably be plenty long. I'll be here for hours, I'm sure. There you go, that's how you draw a Grim Magic girl. They all have this body type. Every single one of them. Some of them I do, like, will be thinner, like Raven. Raven's pretty dang thin. And others, like, Gon's is a little thicker. But generally speaking, they're that shape. It's just kind of make them squash and squish the rectangle a little bit. What are you drawing? Excalibur, you just missed the whole dang thing. My favorite indie VTuber's Twiins Inc. Oh, golly. Not me. She barely counts. She doesn't even move. Excalibur, we're drawing. It's a new group of VTubers debuting under the umbrella of the music company Honeyworks. That's the best I'm gonna describe it. Because I just spent like 10 minutes going over it. You know what's fun? I think, this is really fun. I like also taking a gander at the bangs that anime characters have. This is something that I kind of really looked into while going into Grim Magic at first. You'll see this kind of thing a lot. I've mentioned this before, how it's like something in the middle and then two things on the sides. You'll see it a lot. Like, there it is again, something in the middle part, the sides. Again, it's the exact same thing, middle to the side. Same thing again, middle and to the side. Hers is different because it goes the other way, and it's pretty extreme. She's a mermaid. There's always gotta be one water one, it seems. But, yeah, she's the only one that has, like, blunt bangs, in a way. And even then, it still kind of comes down, on the edges. But yeah, it's a very hip trend currently, to structure your anime hair that way. Because, in the past, everything it'd be like Kagome in Rurouni Kenshin. That's not what it is. What's that fucking anime called? Inuyasha, where, like, this would be kind of how anime faces were structured quickly, Obviously, it's a little bit prettier than this. But yeah, you'd see this bang a lot. And even, like, facing forward, they'd still kind of cheat to a side. So, everything comes in waves like that. And that's just the current fun trend. Just so many art tips coming in. I'm glad Lemon Meringue was coming in to help me with Inuyasha, but mine eyes could not see. The mermaid definitely seems like she would do tax fraud. I'm sure the stream will be plenty long as he gets stun locked talking to us. Twiins is pretty underground. Swishes hair. You wouldn't understand. Golly, this is a complex design. Okay, but I can do this. Okay. The hard part is, it's always just finding where everything goes. Her hair is pretty long, too. Like, the bangs. These, hair tubes, for lack of any better word, these always make me think of, Doki Doki Literature Club. Because I think 3 of the girls have that in their design. Definitely Monica does. And I think so does Yuri. So, ain't that fun? Let's get these bows in place so I can tell where that's supposed to be going. And let's draw her eyes so I don't lose the face in here. I've been really into this thing that they've got going on with this nose, where instead of any kind of shading, there's light, implying the top of the nose. It's something I've had a thought about incorporating into a picture at some point. The thing is, I haven't. That eye's too high. I haven't drawn any cute girls in a while, so haven't had the chance. What do you guys think her magic would be? It's easy if, like, you know, it's like, oh, probably something grass related or, you know, water related. You could roll with colors as an elemental theme. I suppose you could go with fire for her. But with so much pink, it makes... It feels like she should have, like, save the world powers, you know? Like, kind of generic protagonist. This lace shit, I can't do that. I'm not drawing lace. I will simplify the bows, cause hot damn, how to make twins die 101. Expect her to draw lace. How you guys doing? How you guys doing? Twins, will you ever do a stream ranking Spider-Woman man person designs? Oh, Spider-Man. Oh, probably not. I feel like I don't have enough to say about most of them. I feel like a lot of them are just, that one's Spider-Man, but the blue is in a different color. Or the blue is in a different place. And, like, that's kind of it. Like how it looks like there's hearts in her eyes. Let's take a gander. I don't see it. But they are a nice color. Though I will say, I see this a lot with characters with pink hair and then red eyes. I feel like that, I mean, it does look good, so, you know, it makes sense, but I don't know. I wish we could get more pink-haired... I mean, I wish we got more pink-haired characters in general. I think it's cute. But moreover, I wish that we would get some with not just red eyes all the time. Okay, her hair is complicated. You're gonna see me kind of jump back and forth between her and me and my art a couple of times here. I want her hair to have, like, dimension. Okay. It's looking cute so far. She's got a couple of layers to this ponytail, though. I want to really... It's a very filled out hairdo, so I want to make sure I get it right. It feels like such a big part of her design. And how do these they kind of curl in a hearty way. Nice. Looking like a lot. Sugar powers. Hey, that's not a terrible idea. I had the idea of kind of making a little fan comic about, I'm talking about, Doki Doki Literature Club again. But I had the idea, because in Doki Doki Literature Club, Natsuki, she's got her manga that she reads. Like Cupcake Girls or whatever the fuck. And they're magical girls, but they're clearly, like, sweets themed. And I think that sounds like so much fun, and I kind of thought about making, like, a fan comic of her, the manga that she's reading. Oh, I can't see her sleeves. What's going on down here? Oh, no! Okay, I guess we'll just figure it out ourselves. When you have two reference images and neither of them show the character's hands. Okay. That's a good hand. Thanks, self. Thanks, man. She's got a gem right there and a bow. A big, cute bow. I like that something... Okay. This is a complex thought, so get excited for it to kind of wander around a little bit. I like that VTubers allow artists the opportunity to make these really kind of overly complicated designs that they love to do. 'Cause this kind of thing would be a nightmare for an anime or a manga. Definitely doable. I've definitely read mangas and watched anime with complex designs before. But, I need water. But, this is a much more accessible format for them, since you don't have to draw them over and over. And second part to the thought is that I'm glad that VTubers really allow artists the opportunity to make these characters with nothing to do, like how they love to do. Let me explain. So, I feel like I've seen artists do this time and time again, where they love designing characters and making characters, and then they do, but, like, there's no story to go with them. Like, they're not making a manga or, you know, any kind of story. It's just, I made the character, here's what would be happening in their adventure, here's, you know, their personal info, like their favorite stuffs and things, and then that'd be it. Like, there would be no story to go along with it. And I'm glad that VTubers give people the opportunity to continue making these complex characters, like how they like to do. But to give them something to do. For it to not just be a character on a page, but to become a streamer on screen, you know? So, I think it's really the best of both worlds for the art community. The pink one has the power to heal, but she also can overheal and make you mutate horribly. Fascinating. A death by magical girl that gives you diabetes. Wowee. Her sleeves look like fancy couch cushions. They do. They look smushy. They look like if she could fall over and she'd be totally fine. She could take a stumble like a champ, because she's got like like basically cushions here to keep her safe. The funny part is I wouldn't so I don't know too much about these girls. But I wouldn't describe her as the leader. I don't think there's really a leader, obviously. But looking at hang on. Might be. Okay. Looking at kind of like their streams and their past like info and such, none of the idols have like any prior videos or stuff on their channel. These two up top really seem to be, if anything, if anyone's the quote-unquote leaders, it'd be them. So, but it's funny, because in the world of magical girls, it definitely would be the pink one who's in charge. It's how it always is. I guess except for Sailor Moon. But the pink one's mom was in charge, so... Not too wrong. Not too off. I'll have to keep adding the rest of her hair, but I want to get the outfit right first. That's a big-ass bow. Big-ass bow on the hip. That's the thing with things like that. Just like a big-ass bow on the hip. I feel like I never do them right. I feel like when I design a character, they always look better if I put them in the back. But I've also got my crippling addiction to long hair. Whoops. Got my crippling addiction to long hair. And a bow in the back doesn't really work if the character's hair is too long, because they kind of just overlap too much. You see what I'm saying? Oh, it does like this. Okay. That's where, it's supposed to be where her titties are, but I guess let's raise all this a little bit. And maybe save for the first time. Yeah, I watch other art streams sometimes, and they're always so chill. It's always like, chill art stream, come hang out and be comfy with the art. I don't know if I can do a chill stream to save my life. I don't know if I could just be calm. I get so excited. I haven't drawn fan art in a long time, it feels like. It's the double-edged sword of fan art. It's like, unless you're very familiar with the designs that you're doing, they can be pretty time consuming, making sure you have all the details right. But I want to draw characters. More lace? I'm not gonna do that. Gonna let you all know that now. Oh, it's a asymmetrical skirt too. Alright, okay, we'll figure that out. And then it goes up. Okay, easy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. What are you guys up to? If her sleeves were longer, they would have the perfect setup for a hockey goalie. That's her ability. She's actually the ice one. I also have a crippling addiction to long hair. It's fun to draw. You were chill during your getting over it stream. You're right. You're right. So you're just gonna change the lace to ribbon? No, I'll probably make it like a pattern kind of a thing. I will imply the lace without actually drawing it. But let's get this seam of a different cloth kind of in here. Because it's got like a pleating thing. And then we got all these flowers along the rim. We don't need to go in with too much detail with the flowers right now. That's for line art phase. Don't let yourself get caught up in the small stuff when you're still at the sketch. You can make it pretty and proper later. We all know that these are supposed to be flowers. Okay, great. And that's the important part. Man, okay. Wow, these are some big-ass platforms. Okay, so she has some big-ass platform shoes going on. I think they're high heels, too. Very cute, very cute. So, and then big old platform. I'm gonna assume that it's like a flat kind of shoe like that. Nice. Okay, cute. Cute. And then she's got big old bows on them with more crystally gems in the center. Must make sure we remember that. I won't draw lace to save my life, but give me a gemstone to draw? Fuck yeah, boy. Man, remember Steven Universe? Remember how that started off so strong? And then it just... Damn. I think I've made her skirt too long. Her ribbon on her thighs is hidden. It would be like here. But she's bending forward, so we can't see it. That's alright. No harm, no foul. We can live without one thigh wrap being visible. Let's get... Okay, so this sock has... It, like, goes over. One cute little fold-over sock. I think asymmetry can be really cute. I think I like it better if there's a good reason for it. And if it's not every character that has it. Obviously, as VTubers, who cares? No one's gonna see their shoes anyway. But, I think if it's, like, a messy character... I want that to be higher. If it's a messy character, that works. Or, like, a quirky kind of scientist sort of character. I think that's alright. And fuck, even just fashion characters. You know, because it is fashionable, at least currently, to not have your socks match. But, great. But yeah, really, I think moreover it's the fact that all of them have that. Of course, it is the same person designed all of them. It's probably why their hair also tends to favor skewing to their right, our left, except for the mermaid. Listen, as an artist, some things just tend to kind of be consistent. How mad can I be about it? Let me check in on you guys. What are you saying? What are you saying? Someone has highlighted their chat. I must. Oh, it's just Excalibur. Just draw one white ribbon and add a bunch of black dots to imply laces. Yeah, kind of. But that's actually a great reminder. I forgot about the lace. This is already a chill stream. It's not like you're rage screaming. That's fair. That's fair. I just don't think I'm particularly chill. I'm awfully loud and enthusiastic. Nobody cares about shoes. Twiins is secretly just a floating torso. No. Look, you can see. There I am. Wow. And look at my, it's my pride shoes. Because I'm an ally. I support the LGBTQ. I want them to be happy and such. Hang on, I'm getting lost. I'm getting lost in the ribbons. There we go. And then... Great. So, no, take that. I do actually have a version of me where I am just a torso, though. That was for my original, my normal outfit, my usual design. It's because I convinced myself that having the full PNG was slowing down my computer. I don't really think it was. Speaking of computers, I want this bow to be the same size. Fuck, man. I put my phone is away from me. It's charging right now. And I put it on the floor, and the sun is beaming directly onto the phone and then into my eyes. I wish I had, like, a cloth or something I could throw over it. But I just don't. Maybe I could get the sketchbook on top of it. Go, sketchbook, go. Well, piss. Well, fuck. Hang on. Let me just go move my phone really quick so it stops beaming directly into my eyes, baking itself in the hot, hot sun. Jesus. Okay. Back in action. Looks like meat's back on the menu, boys. Eh. Don't worry, I'm not going blind anymore. Hooray. I want to copy and paste this bow, but what do you all say? Oh my gosh, a raid? And you showed up just as I stood up to deal with my phone? Oh, how embarrassing. Welcome, howdy. Come on in. Hope you enjoy. We're drawing, it's Honeyworks' new collection of VTubers. It's Ace Academy. Or I think it's actually Ice. That's spelt like this. A-I-C-E, Ice. Oh, is it Academy or Class? Well, you'll find it if you look that up. Look it up on YouTube, though, because I think there's, like, a college that actually has that same, name or something. There we go. But howdy, welcome. Come on in. I appreciate it. Bow. Okay, great. And now they'll be the same size. Oh, I gotta get her hair in the lace. Eh. Gotta get her hair in the lace. So, the lace goes from the bow and around her. Okay. We're gonna do it like this. Cute. Okay, and then we'll add, like, a frilly little edge, and it'll be more like that. And then I'll get her hair. And then we'll probably, I think we'll move to the sketch of the next girl. And then we'll, like, do, like, all the sketches first, and then the line art and the color. Oh, we still haven't figured out what her magic would be. We had a good couple ideas. Quick, someone turn off the sun. Let me cover up my phone. Covers phone in an even shinier object. Ah, my hubris. Her magic is love. I like the idea of love being a magic, but what does that actually mean? Someone had mentioned healing, which is a pretty cute idea. Especially since, like, her backstory is that she is a fan of magical girls and wants to be like them. I think her ability, her magic, is that she can copy others, actually. Oh, because her friends, she loves them so much. So she can basically use any of her friends' abilities as her own with the power of her friendship. Oh, yes. That's great. That's... I'm so fucking good at this. adding these winglings for her ribbons up here. There we go. That's one girl. And she looks great. This is a 10 out of 10 design. Okay. On to the next one. Who are we gonna do next? Let's see. Looking at them all, who do I feel is the most kind of... Who do I have an idea about? Who seems interesting? You know what? She seems interesting. Kikyo down here. So we're gonna do her next. Maybe we'll do the idols first. Yeah. She's like a princess. Kikyo. That's her backstory. She's like an alien princess. This is also a very complex design. Her titties are also massive, by the way. Just gonna let you know. Like, looking at her official reference sheet, like, holy hot damn, girl. That's some alien tech. There we go. We'll scoot her over. Make this head a little less silly looking. I'm thinking of how I want her. I think I want her... I want them all to be kind of flying in space like this. Yes, okay. Sorry, I had the idea. And then kind of a similar sort of pose as what she's got going on here, but this arm will be out. Yeah, I think that's some good, like, silhouetting with the one bent leg and the one bent... Yes! Okay. You're not doing it right unless you're telling yourself yes over and over. Get yourself a hype man who supports your art the way Twiins supports herself. That's my sketch layer right there. Okay. And then that leg, I want that foot kind of down, and then... also down. Okay, nice. I think her head's... Either her head's too big or her body's too small. We'll make her body a little bit bigger. Boop, boop, boop. Nice. Is it still too small? Hang on. How do you guys think about her proportions? The neck's a little weird. No, I think we're good. Let me save. Save, look at you guys, get some water. Maybe her power is light-based or makes things out of solid light. I do like the idea of light. So you went to being Kirby as her superpower because she's pink? You know, I hadn't even thought of that. But you're not even wrong. Do you think the head still looks a little big? She is a little thin. We'll make the head like a smiglet smaller. So we'll kind of... kind of do a smiglet, as I said. Yeah, a normal human word. That looks good. That looks good. Okay. I kind of messed up my my hand. Okay, great. Okay, sketch time. Oh. Sketch time. Let's start with her hair. Oh, she's got complex hair loopies. That makes sense. She's an alien. This hair accessory is going to be hard. She might be the hardest one. Yeah, so it's good to get her kind of out of the way, first and foremost. Also, these two, like, these would be the main characters, I think. This is, you know, the Madoka and the Homura. You know what I'm saying? Her head is still kind of big. I'm glad I looked away long enough that I could be able to see that. Just, yep. There we go. Okay, so her bangs are similar. That they kind of start in the middle and come down. Oops, wrong layer. They aren't as long though. And they're a little blunt. Okay. Yeah, so if her ability, if she uses light, then what does that mean? Is that like lasers? I am not opposed to having magical girls shoot lasers. By any means. I think so. Why overcomplicate things? Twiins says after making a whole character's ability the fact that they are complex enough to copy other people. Yeah, okay, let's get this hair kind of thing going on. Nice. A little chunky. Kind of bring it into the corner there a little bit. And then she's got two more. Cute little diamond and a circle. And the diamond has like a doodly-doo on the inside. And then the big guy has more of these. Excellent. Okay. And let's get her head really solidified in here. And her face. And then I can check in on you guys again. She's got cool eyes. That's one of my favorite things about having multiple characters, like in Grim Magic, is I kind of try my best to make sure everyone's eyes look a little bit different from each other. Not always, but I don't know, just being able to kind of see some fun variation in their eyes is really, it's just fun to me. The fact that some of them have slim eyes, some of them have wider eyes. I always love having, like, Mouse, because in Grim Magic, Mouse, she's got her hair, and then not only is she fun because she has her buck teeth, but her eyes are just circles, and then half lids. In a world where, everyone else has, like, normal anime eyes. It makes Mouse look so distinct. Oh, she's hilarious. She's one of my favorites. Just, like, character-wise. This is looking great. What do you guys think? If her powers are lasers, I want her to just use a laser tag gun. Ooh, Green Machine, welcome! It's been a while. I feel like I'm never streaming at a good time for you. So, Honeyworks, the music group, you might know them best for doing Romeo. They used to work in Vocaloid a lot. They also did the opening for Oh Maidens in Your Savage Season, among other anime, but that's the one I liked the best. Anyway, they've got a new VTuber group thing going on, and that's who we're drawing. And we're drawing them, and since they look so much like magical girls, I was like, I want to draw them like if they were in Grim Magic, which is why we're also talking about what powers they'd have. She's got like tassels here, kind of cute. Okay, her hair is really complicated. I'm gonna get this, like, thing going on, and then I'll come back to the pigtails. I want to get, because her outfit is also pretty dang complicated, so I want to kind of make sure we get that right. That is not on properly. There we go. I love being able to work digitally and do that. Okay, so yeah, let's get this outfit and make sure everything looks right. Starting off with a necklace. That's very cute. But in front of it is this alien jewelry. Okay. This is hard because I don't draw the girls in Grim Magic with tits. But this is a lot of like under boob happening, so we'll see how I adapt this. So let's start with kind of the edge, kind of the sort of, and it comes to a point, yeah, around her neck. So she's got straps. And then it's like that. It's a cool silhouette for a character. I do like it. And then there's a bar across here. Okay. And then let me get... And it comes to a point all the way where it meets. So it's a low point. What do you guys think is like, if you had, you needed to make a magical girl story, whether it be, fan fiction or like written or illustrated or, whatever your preferred medium is, you needed to make even just a short magical girl story. What do you think is kind of the best age range for magical girls? I think there's a valid argument to be made for any age. There's no age limit to a magical gal. There we go. That's how we're gonna do it. But what do you think, like, is the one you go for? Personally, in my eyes, magical girls are younger. And that's probably because my favorite is Madoka Magica, and they are in like the 12 to 14 range, which is hilarious. Sailor Moon is a similar age range. They're just built different. Cool, yeah, and we'll kind of just do it like that. That looks great. So yeah, that's what I think is kind of younger. So as a fun factoid about Grim Magic, yeah, my girls, they aren't all the same age. They wander kind of between, I think the youngest is definitely Cinderella. I'd say she's 9 to 10. And then the oldest, I think, would be Gons or Raven. And even then, I think they're 12 to 13. Look at how cute these ruffles are. Oh man, this is a complicated outfit. Okay. So that's how it is with me. It also, I don't know, it's just fun. Because girls are so complicated at that age, which was the whole crux of the plot for Grim Magic, or Madoka Magica. but it makes it feel like you can kind of have pretty extreme, not leaps in logic, but sort of, you know, emotional stuff, you know, because it's like, well, that doesn't make sense. And it's like, yeah, have you ever been a 12-year-old girl? They don't make sense. The fact that Sayaka, you know, her, spoiler warning for Madoka Magica, Sayaka has a whole kind of breakdown because she learns about their soul gems, and she's like, I'm a zombie. I'm a zombie. I'm not a real person. I'm a zombie. And that's like the crux to what happens to her, you know, tragically. And it's like, as an adult, you watch that and you go, okay, calm down. It's fine. You're not a zombie. The boy wouldn't think you're a gross zombie because your soul is not in your body. It's in a rock, you know. Okay. So how about we all take a breath, and that's just not how 13-year-old girls work. Because someone who has been a 13-year-old girl, I know that is just how they think, non-rationally. And I'm sure 13-year-old boys are similar, but I can't speak on that one. So yeah, it's just a good age to make a story that's ripe with drama. Let's check in with you guys. Spoiler warning for an anime that's like 10 years old now. Man, is it really 10? Oof. We don't see young adult too often. I think that'd be cool. Yeah, young adult magical girls, or adult magical girls. And I feel like that is a really great kind of, just on the back of the box, a good way to sell a show is that it's like, okay, so this is a magical girl show, but they're adults. It doesn't matter if it's like, oh man, this is a very serious plot. Like, we're taking this very seriously, you know, kind of how magical girl stuff would, how magical girl stuff would be for someone who's an adult who's also trying to, like, balance, you know, work-life stuff. Or if it was a comedy, and, like, that was the joke, is that they've been doing this a long time, and it's not magical or special to them anymore. I think both ways work. Fun factoid about Twiins. I hate when people draw thighs doing this. It's not because I don't like thick thighs. Listen, thick thighs save lives, whatever. The thing is, I can't help but feel like that'd be uncomfortable. I'm thinking about my own legs being restrained like that. And, like, once she takes her socks off, look, she's cutting the circulation off. Look, this isn't a great example either, I'm gonna say. These thighs are gonna be this squished and thick, and then the rest of her legs are this thin. Like, girl, okay. But, like, she's losing blood to her toes. It's a good thing she's an alien. She probably doesn't have a normal circulation. But that's my big thing, is it looks so uncomfortable to me. I understand that it's blasphemy. I recognize that I will be excommunicated from the art sphere online, but I must tell my truth. And then cute little bows. Awesome. Oh, so I don't want to talk about Ruby for forever, but I guess this is a pretty funny, dang funny thing to mention, just briefly, is that, so I guess RTX happened, and it sounds like the big thing was, that the writers and directors for Ruby all went on stage and basically begged, please give us money so we can make more Ruby. It will die unless you give us all your money. By the way, we're making more Red versus Blue in Camp. And, just, wow. I don't know, man. It's just kind of hilarious. There's a part of me that, like, I'm not watching Ruby anyway, so it doesn't really affect me. But I don't know what these are. I guess they're skirt curtains. I'll add them. So yeah, I have no stake in whether or not Ruby lives or dies. But there is a part of me that wants it to end, just so then all the people who have based their entire personality around liking Ruby and attacking people who don't like Ruby, they'll have to wake up. They'll have to be like, oh, what do I do now? You know, they'll have to find something else. And that's, I think, that'd be good for them. I I want them to have more in their lives than just one cartoon. And to maybe, I can only hope, kind of sit there and realize, wow, I behaved really poorly over something that was finite. There is another part of me that kind of thinks, golly, if it ends now, it's the worst time. They have such a huge cliffhanger. It's the same cliffhanger as 2 fucking years ago, you know? Like, what's happening at Vacuo? I don't know, we decided to waste the last volume in a world doing nothing related to the plot. Anyway, what's happening at Vacuo? And now if it just gets canceled, it'll be hilarious. Because they went in basically knowing that this could have been the final volume. And they chose to go with this just other plot. This unrelated story. Again. They could have gone in being like, okay, if this might be the last volume, then let's do our best to make sure it's at least, you know, a good sending off point, even if it doesn't answer all the questions. And they didn't. So what are you gonna do, man? What are you gonna do? I don't know. But yeah, that's kind of really all I have to say about Ruby. Let's not linger on it for too long. Wouldn't want all the people coming out of the woodwork to be like, Twiins, what are your thoughts about Ironwood? And it's like, I made a video about it. Go watch that. Okay. I think I'm doing pretty well with this one. And it's good to get the complicated designs out of the way. So they're not looming over you, you know? Coloring it is going to be kind of a nightmare as well, but we'll do it. I'm a big goyle. I can do it. This is going to be the second time I mentioned this. But here's a PSA. Her sleeves actually kind of go out a little bit more. PSA from Twiins. I went to the dentist earlier. Everything's fine. My PSA is, ask your hygienist to show you how to floss properly. Because I guarantee you, you don't know. People just tell you, make sure you floss. And they don't tell you how to do it right. So, yeah. There you go. That's my flamin' hot tip. So make sure you floss. Alright. We're nearly done. I just need to add the rest of her hair, which is a complicated element on its own, but dang golly, I drew this? Hot damn. When did I become such a good-ass artist? Hang on, let me add the kind of detailing on her skirt really quick, and then I'll do her hair. And then I can only assume it also does it that way as well. Nope, wrong way. And then we got these hooky arcs that I'm looking at. There's a lot of lines going on her. Try not to get lost in them. And then she's also got an overarching arc. But that's a double arc. And then I can only assume that, like, goes down. And then there's, like, another one. Okay, here's hoping I don't lose what I'm doing and all that later when I, that's wrong. When I do the line art and coloring. Alright, nice. Let's check in on you guys. They're hoping the cliffhanger makes people desperate enough. Yeah. Yeah, I guess, yeah, if anything, they really finally actually confirmed Bumblebee, so no, at least there's that. Hey twins, there's this really useful tool that you can get from the CSP asset store for free, and it makes flattening so much easier. How do you mean flattening? Like squishing? Like just wanted a Ruby fighting game. I still think a Ruby Muso game would have been good. Like, I'm gonna show you what I think you mean by flattening. Oh. Kind of like that, um, or like that. Putting the base colors down. Oh, I see. I'll have to look into that. My system works relatively well, but I've definitely seen some other stuff that I could download. Ooh, cute little guy. Sorry, I was looking at a cat. Oh, she's got more bows on her shoulders. Hang on, let me get those. Oh, Excalibur, Muso game, like warriors, Hyrule warriors, Fire Emblem warriors, those. Yeah, Dynasty warriors. Yeah. I think a Ruby one, Ruby Warriors, would have been fucking rad. Oh, she's got more fucking tassels down here. Let me get those two, and then I'll get her ponytails. This girl, I feel like this girl is the frontline fighter of the team. She's definitely... Yeah, I think I agree. I think she's the strong older one who, joins the, like, is like a rival, but ends up joining the team later. That's the vibe I'm getting. If, if this were a magical girl show. Nice. Okay, and now the very complicated pigtails. So, they go, okay. They go out a little bit. Okay. Do it with confidence. Just do it on another layer. So... No, that's not the shape I want them to do. I basically want them to do the other. So... That's what I want. Okay. Oh, man. Okay. And then, sorry I got quiet. I was focusing. This one's way too long. Great. Wow, so dynamic. Okay, and then let's add in her little hair loopies down here. And then we got her. Got her on lockdown. Excellent. Boy, oh boy. She was a lot, but we did it. No, wait, hear me out. A Ruby game, but it's Marvel Ultimate Alliance. A fun dungeon crawler RPG where you choose your favorite characters. Yeah. I mean, I think there's a lot they could have done with a Ruby, with such a wide cast. The fact that they wasted their time on a fucking Bejeweled clone. Pretty cringe. BRB? Alright. Have fun with that. I'll see you when you return. Boy howdy, it's warm. We're an hour in, and I've only done the sketch for 2 girls. Let's do this one next. What's her name? Hikaru. Okay. She's cute. This is gonna be a nightmare. This thing? We'll get it though. We'll get it happening. Twiins. How long is this stream gonna be? I bet it's gonna be real short as I go in drawing fucking 3, 6, 7. 7 whole characters. Okay, but we did it, hooray, way to go us. It's all easy streets from here. Put her over there. In case you don't know, y'all probably do, but in case you don't know, I go over one of the other characters' heads just to make sure that they are the same size, because I don't want to, like, eyeball it, and then you end up with one character who's way shorter than the others, or, like, their head is, like, teeny weeny. So it's just me trying my best to make sure everyone is sized properly. I had the idea of her, like, kind of looking down, but I didn't think of any other element of her body. What you doing, squishy guy? They're sleeping. All the cats are sleeping. Okay. I think, like, yeah. Kind of a ballerina-y thing, since she's a mermaid, and obviously her powers would be water-themed. She could probably shoot bubbles and make blades out of water. I'm gonna have her arms just be down. Because we'll be able to get a cute kind of situation happening with her little cowl here. Nice. Looking cute. Alright. Her hair is complicated, but not impossible. This thing, having hair kind of go all the way across the face, it's always so hard for me. I'm gonna start by drawing her eyes, actually. One is a little bit bigger than the other. Boop. Okay. And let's kind of get her mouth in there too. Cute. Okay. And now I shouldn't get lost getting her hair down properly. Oops. One stroke was brilliant. The second one, not so much. There we go. One of her eyes is a little covered, though. So we'll just make it a little bit slimmer. There we go. That looks nice. Okay. Great! And now let's get the rest of her hair. And then we'll get this kind of cute little heart situation after I get kind of normie hair out of the way. There we go. She's got this complicated headpiece. Oh, so I'll wait on that. Actually, let's just get that down right now. Since I have her looking down anyway. It's got a bow on it. Ah! I hate whenever I do that. I get so, like, caught up in what I'm doing that I forget to pay attention to where exactly I click. Very cute ribbon. Fuck, it's warm. And then this, like, mermaid tail. Damn it, I've done it again! Mermaid tail situation. Cool, let's check in on you guys. Oh crap, we're already on the mermaid. She definitely has water powers. You don't need to put any twist on it, since there's already many horrible ways to die via water. Yeah. I think that's the cool thing, though, is that there's so many different ways you could also work with water. Like I used my examples of shooting bubbles and making blades of water, but really it feels like you could kind of do anything. Being a mermaid, I like to think she could make kind of jets of water, and she can, like, swim across them. Yeah, and just, like, anywhere. Get this cute little headpiece thing going on. And she gets stronger when it rains. Or if she's, like, in the water. So, like, if they're fighting a monster and like, it runs into the ocean, she's like, game over, man. If you heard a little scuffle just then, that's a Pippin doing a funny little kick. He's sleeping next to some boxes and he kicked them. I feel like the water one is always the best friend, like the second one to join, like Sailor Mercury and Sayaka. But I think Hikaru here wouldn't be. I think she feels like it'd take a little bit for her to join the team. Oh, let's actually get her irises down. And her big ass eyelashes. Great. And then she's like looking up at us. Cute. Cute. Cool. Man, another big ass rose front and center. Roses are hard. They are difficult to draw. They are complex. I think I can bullshit a rose really well. A rose. But, golly, if you asked me to, like, realistically render one, I don't know if I'd be able to. Allison's pretty dang good at drawing roses. Oh, she's got a heart right there. Wow. Let's get, actually, shape of the collar and the cowl, and then I'll get that kind of stuff. But yeah, I feel like there's always a water one, and this isn't all groups. This isn't a VTuber specific thing. It's like it's always like, okay, boss, we're gonna have a collection of things. Okay, cool. What's the first one? Here's our protagonist. And this is what they're like. Great. What's the second one? Water. It's perfect. Third one, fire. Excellent. Even I did that. In Grim Magic, Aquabelle uses water. I am a victim of the trend myself. To be fair to me, I did that on purpose. I was like, so what? So Cinderella, she's got Cinder in her name. Fire is related to some versions of her story, and so I had to come up with names for the stepsisters myself, because there are no canon names. I tried to look that up. There's a bunch of different options, but they're not named in the original story. So I was like, okay, so I want them to sound like Cinderella. And that's why it's Florana and Aquabelle. It's a similar theme of adding an element and then a feminine name. So Cinder and Ella, and then Flora and Anna, and Aqua and Isabel. That was what my thought processes was. And so I had to make one of them water. What, I was gonna name her Winderella? Sorry. I was looking at the length of things. Okay, cool. This side is a little bit shorter than that side, and I want it to be longer. So let me just scoop. Boop. Great. Okay. What are you guys doing? What if she has no alliance to anyone and does her own thing? No. They're all best friends. They're all they're a huge team. I think in this magical girl story, I think Kikyo would start off as like a third party, but not Hikaru. She would just show up late and be like, "Hi, Zuko here," She had to come out of the ocean. She's not from here. She would also have an accent in the English dub. I'm getting a French vibe out of her. But I think kind of just eyes shaped like this. It just reads as like how I want to design French characters. Fun bonus fact about Grim Magic. The raven from the flock, one of them, the one with the drills. First, originally, my idea was for her to have purple hair. But I opted out of that because I wanted them all to have black hair. So that's why she has purple eyes. Second, she is of French descent. I don't think she has an accent, but yeah, there you go. Well, just bonus factoid. Lord, I'm warm. Get excited to hear me complain about how hot I am. Because the way I have to do my art... fuck. Sorry, I was looking at this. The way to do my art, I've got a pillow on my lap. And then my art tablet on that pillow. So I'm just... cooking myself. What do you need this timepiece for? See, now that's interesting. We gave her the water powers. But what does she need a giant clock for? That's interesting. How does that play into her magical themes? I don't think she has time powers, necessarily. But... Oh, maybe that clock counts down how long she has until she has to go back into the water. Because she's a mermaid. Yes! That's such a good idea! That actually might be what the canon is. I don't know. But I think that's so fun. That's fun. Okay, cool. We figured it out. Way to go, fam. You all helped. I'm proud of you. Give yourselves a pat on the back. That's fun. That's great. I didn't even ask if anything fun happened to you guys over the weekend, because I'm a stinky, smelly loser, and I did not stream. Oh, but I streamed on Friday. Well, then never mind. Fuck you. No, I was gonna call myself a loser for, like, not streaming before the end of previous week, but I did. So, never mind. Her arms are gonna be hidden by her skirt, I think. Because she's got, like, this skirty-do. I'm gonna say no harm, no foul. As long as we imply that they're there. I like that silhouette for her. More big roses. Those are roses, can't you tell? Weekend was pretty ordinary. Went to the Smithsonian! Oh my gosh! That sounds so exciting. I was so bored this weekend, nothing happened. My weekend was also pretty boring. I was so like, I was like, I gotta be productive, I gotta do something. But it was just so tough to like, or get myself going on anything, you know? It's cause it's so hot. I know, I just won't. Shut up, twins, we know it's hot. I get it, I get it. I'm tired of hearing myself say it too. But, yeah, I think it really kind of sucks your energy out of you when you're warm. Makes you lethargic. There's her shorts. The shorts are cute. I do like the shorts a lot. I think her socks are my least favorite. I will say that, though. Okay, we've got one that has a garter. Okay, let's start by drawing the legs. What in the hell? Oh, it's a sock. Yeah, it's a sock. Okay, okay. I've drawn her kind of on point, because I think that's fun. On point, that's a ballet. It's when they're on their tippy toes. That's what it's called, in case you didn't know. Little fun facts with twins. And let's get her other leg down, and then we will, get the nitty gritty details of her socks. I can't tell if she has heels. I'll kind of give her a short heel there. Okay, and now we got a garter belt and then this tall ass sock. And that goes, yep, up all the way up the, hot damn, all the way up the thigh. To like there. And then a belt across this thigh. And way down here, you can't see it. I've covered it because I'm a fool. But that's alright. We can still get some elements of that detailing. So it kind of starts there. Got some big, pretty bow situation happening. Alright, and we'll have to remember that this sock is the lacy one. And there we go. Is that it? Oh no, there's the end of her skirt thing, and then more tassels sticking out of the end there. Okay. And these are, like I said, the most complex of the designs. These three that I've done first. So, the others shouldn't take this long. We shall see. Alright, super cute. If I do say so myself. I didn't come up with the design, but it does look good. Now those are some magical girls right there. Hell yeah. Let's check in on you guys, see how you're all doing. My parents are stuck on vacation. Oh yeah, ugh. Ew. And you stayed home? Damn, that blows. You forgot the arms. Excalibur, you Nimrod. Are you not paying attention? They're down here, you fool idiot. I mentioned it like 3 times how I wanted them down and behind her. So we could get this cute silhouette with her her capey do. I will actually stick them out a little bit more. At least right there. Golly, Excalibur. What a fake fan. Alright, great. Okay. So there's those three. Who do we want to do next? These two would probably be pretty easy. At least this one will be. These two are, it's the same outfit. So let's actually get them out of the way, since, yeah, since it's the same general outfit. I guess we'll start with the green one. I like her design better. I just like her hair. What's going on with these hats? Are these berets? I think so. So, okay. Yeah, we'll do the green one first. No. Actually, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do them at the same time. 2 birds with 1 stone. Okay. Because we're gonna cheat. Okay. Where's the knee here? It's like there. Okay. And then... do those legs look right? I think the torso is kind of long. Let me shrink that down a little bit. Alright, how do we feel? Does that look good? There's no hands. Ignore that, but... do we like that pose? Want some alone time? That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, it's because they're a duo. So they're a team. I don't think our little magical girl headcanon, we won't roll with them being twins, because they also look hyper nothing alike. Like, at all. But they can be BFFs, and, I definitely think their powers correlate. Like, maybe one can fast forward time and the other one can rewind time. There's definitely a duality to their... oh, that's right, I was asking you guys if you thought this looked good. No one answered, so I'm gonna go with yes. Shit, I know. It was a great idea. Okay, so, and now we're gonna cheat. There's the other one. And I'll have them, like, holding hands. Or something. Kind of interacting in a way. Got lost in the fingers. Hang on. It's like I forgot how hands worked for a second there. There we go. Let's just fuse those two together. Boop. Excellent. Perfect. How you doing, stinky guy? He's sleeping so hard. And what about you? Also sleeping. It is nap time in the cat factory. If I were smart, I figure out what their other hands are doing. So let's do that. I don't think I want them to be the same. Like, these up hands. I think I want... Or maybe I do. Got one to be waving, and one to have their hand kind of out. Yeah, that's nice. Alright, cool. Hello, welcome, howdy. Come on in. Sorry I had you in the background. That's alright. No one else answered, so I can only assume it's fine. Hey, Twins, have you thought about doing a VTuber design tier list? We do have two cats now. There's Pippin and Vincent. Pippin is Allison's. Vincent is mine. So, I'm gonna start with their faces, and then I'm gonna do their outfits, and then I'm gonna do their hair. Which is not how I normally, the order I usually do things. I usually start with the hair. But, since their outfits are so similar, I want to focus on those. Oh, what did you ask? Doing a VTuber design tier list. I haven't. I don't know if I would. I definitely wouldn't want to do indie VTubers, because so many of them are, like, done themselves, and I wouldn't want to, like, shit on anybody for their art. So no, probably not. Not really something I'll probably do. Also because you don't want to, like, burn bridges, you know? I don't want to sit there and be like, this design is shit, and Garbo, this is bad. And then, wow, congrats, now you have somebody who, like, doesn't want to interact with you or your content. And maybe the artist doesn't even want to be like, well, that person was so mean. So... And that's kind of, you know, that's not the fun, necessarily, of doing tier lists, but you can't sit there and say they're all good when you're doing a tier list, because then otherwise what's the point? And when it comes to company VTubers, I think, well, generally speaking, they look really good. I can't think of one whose design is, like, overtly bad, and any of the ones that I'm, like, not huge on, it's because of, like, their rigging. I don't like how their bangs clearly kind of look separate from the rest of their hair. I've noticed that she's got a little penguin, and she's got a little seal, and she's got clovers, and this one's got, like, a shell. So I think they can control the temperature, and she can, like, the blue one can make things cold, and the green one can make things warm. And that's how they work together. What about the ones from Hololive or Niji Ian? I mean, yeah, I like them all. I'll off the top of my head, I'll talk about them right now while we're doing this. Man, Hololive Ian. Okay, Callie's design, really solid, absolutely super smart. Being a Grim Reaper, and then her also being a rapper. I think, if anything, Hololive is very good at sort of, pairing up their talents with a model that really perfectly fits them. That being said, I think Niji Sanji is also very good at that. But something about Hololive's collection just really knocks it out of the park. If I'm gonna give them anything, it'd be that. So yeah, I do think Callie's hair, the back of it, I think it kind of looks bad. The fact that the back of her hair is shaded with gray makes it look, like, dirty. I've never liked how her hair kind of looks in the back, but that's just me. Who else is there? Ina's design is really solid. I love the kind of play on a Cthulhu monster. I think her colors are really great. The silhouette is really 10 out of 10. I think of Ian, Hololive Ian, I think she's my favorite design. Gura, I mean, it's iconic, but it's also kind of basic. Like, it became popular for a good reason, but um it's just shark. It's the first thing you think of if you think shark, you know. So, nothing too special. Definitely not bad, but just also nothing too special. Who else is there? Who else is there? Kiara. Kiara is definitely a fun concept. Being like so overtly KFC themed, it's a bold choice to say the least. I think Kiara's design looks good because Kiara is a good personality. She plays her model well. Um, that being said, I do not like the rigging on her model, and it's the same rigging you'll see on Ollie in Hololive and also Axel in Hollow Tempest. I don't like the way how they rig carrot people. They always they talk with their whole head moving up and down, and it's always been distracting to me. So that's my problem with Kiara, but the design is fine. Ami, Amelia Watson, a tough design for sure. It's so basic and boring. In a world where all of her teammates are like mythical creatures and she's just a girl, she really got shafted. She works with it well. I think the fact that Amelia has gone out of her way to make multiple iterations of herself, she has played with the idea of her character very smartly. That being said, the design is pretty basic. It's not particularly memorable. She really needed to carry kind of her popularity herself without any help from a good design, I must say. Not a bad one, just a boring one. Green girl, she's a Selkie. Blue girl, she creates shield designs like shells. Oh, maybe that's what it is. It's defense and offense. I like that idea. So Hanan, does shield, shell shields, and then Kotaha, does the attacks. Like, she's got, like, some kind of blade. I don't know how. Clover, she throws clover shurikens. That's cute. I like that idea. Don't really care for Iris's first design. So, I think the problem with Iris's first design was the art style. I can see how it could have its fans. I'm not going to say it's bad, but I think it was just very different from especially what Hololive fans are used to. And it was hard for people to get into. Her face structure was very different from most other anime girls. That was the problem. Who's else? Council. Okay. Mume. I like Mume's design a lot. I really like the colors. I think it's smart how she's so warm. And then the inside of her cape is... So I was thinking of these sleeves and how they work. And then the inside of her cape is that teal color. It's really smart and good. I like it, despite it could have been boring, quote unquote, like Amelia. But I think they gave her enough kind of fun fantasy doodly-doos to roll with that it avoided the boring problem. I hate this shirt. I hate all this going on. Okay. Great. Okay. And then let me kind of get that happening over here too. Who else is there? Crony's design is fine. I kind of hate her proportions. I hate that her legs are so long and thin, and then her head and titties are massive. Her proportions I've never liked. The design itself is fine enough. It's acceptable, I guess, is how I would describe it. Who else is there? Council. Bay. Bay's design is one of the better ones, even though it's so complex. That's the point. She is chaos. It is the best iteration of kind of mismatched socks and such, like how we see so often, because she is meant to be chaos. And despite being chaos, the design really isn't too chaotic. It's chaos in a cohesive, put together way. So yeah, Bay's design is pretty solid. She even has like like strong colors to work with primarily like red and yellow. So yeah, that one's good. Sana, I liked Sana's design, even though she's graduated. I think her face was kind of boring. You know, the whole outfit on altogether was really solid, but her face alone was just kind of flat looking. I think that was her issue. Um, these jackets. Okay. It's great. You guys have distracted me, which is smart. Fauna, thank you. Fauna is the one I always forget about, even though she's got my favorite voice of Hololive Ian. I like how soft-spoken she is. Fauna's design is really great. I love the fawn gimmick, and I've mentioned before how I want more anime characters with green hair to show up more often. And she's got a really, like, oh, damn it all. A really pleasing shade of green as well. So, yeah, Fauna looks great. I really like Fauna's design. Am I forgetting somebody? In Hololive Holo Council? Ooh, I feel like I am. Who did I say? Mume, Crony, Bay, Sana, Fauna. That's all of them. Okay, cool. And I guess I'll mention the Tempest boys too. So... Vesper. Vesper's original design was not good. Or rather, well, it was fine. It was acceptable. The rigging was so stiff, and I hated how stringy and shitty his hair looked. I'm glad he got a new design. It looks significantly better. Looks significantly better, even though at the end of the day it is, we have Alucard at home. Axel. Axel's, with the mask, I don't understand why anybody would design a VTuber with a mask. That is a terrible idea. Luckily, he doesn't wear it very often. The colors are really solid. He looks cool. A pretty dang good design, I'd say. I'm putting in so much effort, and then I'm gonna have to do this exact same jacket on the other side. Okay, who else is there? Who else? Magni! Magni's design was another tough one, very much bolstered by his good personality. I think he is not I'm gonna describe it as not conventionally attractive in the world of anime. Magni has really made it his own, just like Amelia. He's truly the Watson of the boys. He's gotten an upgrade where his eyes aren't miles apart from him. Like, they aren't miles apart from each other anymore, and that helps a lot. I feel like I'm forgetting. There's another one. Ow! Altair. Altair is... he's there. Being the leader, he's nothing I'm all that interested in. I wouldn't call it bad, but it's just not really anything that gets me all that excited. Great colors. Great colors. Definitely another one that's bolstered by his interesting personality. Oh, there's also the second wave of the Tempest boys. Betel's design is fascinatingly good despite being a jester. It could have been too complex, and it's not, and I'm proud of them for not going too overboard with all of his doodads and dingles. He's got a really solid design despite being so complicated. Flayon's design, I'm just not personally into mech stuff, but for being a mech thing, it's not that bad by any means. Not my favorite, but I couldn't call it, flawed necessarily. Haka, I like Haka's design mostly because it's purple. It's fun having such an overtly Japanese-themed kind of design with Haka. And I think it's very well put together. Shinri's... okay, so I like Shinri's design because, his titties are out. But I also have to recognize that, in concept, there are some dumb choices. The fact that he can't put his titties away is one of them. So I can't say I hate it, but I can't call it necessarily a great design. But I like it. So who cares? Let me check in on you guys. Make sure you guys you aren't losing me with me just going forward. Just word vomiting at you. Okay. Okay, get excited for another long piece of time here. Because I'm still going forward with these jackets. And next up is Niji Sanji. So, first wave, Niji Sanji, Lazulite. Alira. Alira's design, it's one of my favorites. I like it a lot. I like that her eye was covered for such a long time. It gave her an interesting dynamic kind of thing to her design. And in general, I just like the art style as well. Good colors, 10 out of 10. I've spent so long trying that bow just to cover it up, because I'm a fool. Finana. Finana looks, another mermaid, looks really good. Feels a little bit like they were like, how do we get in on that tasty Gura popularity, but without it being like, let's just make her a shark too. So, I'm gonna say they avoided any kind of bad decisions they could have made with it. She's a little bit basic for being a mermaid. It is what it is. Who's next? Who else is there? Who's in Lazulite? Pomu. Pomu's design is what Amelia's should have been. It is simple in that, there's no too crazy colors or anything, and the concept is even simple. She's just a fairy. But without it being so boring. Pomu's design is a safe kind of middle ground for what is the first wave. Obsidia. Solen has another one of my favorite designs. It's the same artist as Alira, so that makes sense. Again, love the colors, even though her neck is too long. Pretty solid. I like how casual the two Dragon Sisters look, in a world where, especially nowadays, we get a lot of very kind of overly fantasy, kind of done-up, VTubers, myself included, I'll say it. It's nice to have some characters who are just, or streamers, who just, like, wear pants, like, who don't have a whole kind of kid and caboodle going on with their outfit. Petra. Petra is boring. She is just a penguin. I'm sorry. She is fun and interesting, but the design is just a penguin. It is, how do we get in on that tasty Gura popularity, but in just a more boring way. Rosami. Super cute. Having a flower-themed VTuber is shockingly rare. Her color palette is downright perfect. I wish I could copycat Rosami's color. She looks great. Oh, we're doing it. Okay. That's only two of them. Etheria. Anna's design. Okay, all of Etheria's designs are overly complicated for being VTubers. They cover up too much of the screen. It's why Millie never wears her hat. That being said, Millie's design is very cute. I think she would have been great for an anime or a manga. The hat is just too big. Same with Nina's hair and ears and hat. I'll miss Nina. She was fun. I'm sad she's graduated. I hope she has fun doing what she's doing, though. But Nina's design, I really liked her color palette. Very Okami in a cool way. Anna's design, it's, it gets the job done for being a bird angel design. But I wouldn't call it anything too special. The color palette's definitely the best part of it. Reimu might have one of the most interesting designs, being a ghost. She's also got a very cool kind of proportions. She's very long-limbed without it feeling like too much like Crony had. I like Reimu's design a lot. I wish her hat wasn't sentient, but it is what it is. Oh, the boys, Jesus Christ. Okay. Deja vu, holy fuck, whoa. Okay, Vox, it's iconic. His colors are perfect. There's a reason why he's become so popular, and it's not just because he does sexy things. Ike, kind of boring. I feel like there's no strong theme, even though he's supposed to be an author. I do like the colors, but it's kind of a given they all have good colors. Mista. Mista is another very good design. I like the glasses a lot. He is hip and cool, and I like that he is Fox without being, too much about it. That he's a fox boy, but it being a detective is unique and interesting. Okay, I was looking at her legs. Luca, kind of boring, but him being a mafia boss is a fun little gimmick. His second design is significantly stronger, though, because the first one is kind of just a suit. Shu! Thank goodness he can turn off his fire, because that was also very much in the way. I like Shu's design a lot, though, but I think I may just like the artist for Shu. It's the same artist for Mista and Oga, fun fact, from Hollow Stars. Hang on, what are these shoes? Okay. Noctix. Fulgur took some getting used to. I don't know what it is about his design. Not as strong as his brother, Vox. But I came around to it. Not bad, not bad. But not as good as Sunny. Sunny is perhaps the best yellow design I've ever seen. It being so highlightery is what makes it extra impressive. It's just a very pleasing to the eye design Sunny has. I like how bright he is without it being too much. We're almost done. Okay, Albin, kind of boring. I wish he wasn't just wearing a giant suit if he's gonna be or a giant jacket if he's gonna be a cat thief. The colors are fine, but I've never been huge on orange. That's a me problem, though. I liked Yugo's design plenty. Yeah, Yugo was probably one of the stronger ones of the group. I'll say. I'm forgetting somebody. Uki. Uki, one of the least useful versions of heterochromia I've seen. Why have two eyes that are so similar in color? But whatever. His second design is another one that's much stronger. His original one, similar to Albin. I wish it wasn't just a hoodie. I feel like there's more that they could have been doing with that. Iluna, Scarla. Scarla looks... Okay, the thing with Iluna and Noctix is that since they are from schools, that's the lore, they all kind of have similar strengths and weaknesses. I feel like Iluna ends up feeling kind of flat with the white in them. Between them... Oh, did I say Noctix? It's Exolay. Exolay definitely have stronger designs. All their colors are relatively solid. I think of them, Ren is the most interesting because he's got the clear gimmick of being an alien. Crisis just recently debuted. For being superheroes, I'm glad that they don't just look like boring superheroes, but I'm also bored of superheroes, so that's the duality of it. And there you go. That's my ranking of all the EN waves from Niji Sanji and Hololive. Y'all still here? Y'all didn't get lost on me? Y'all didn't get bored of hearing me ramble like that? I think if the VTuber's mask moved like that one Sesame Street character, that was just a face. I think masks can work over the eyes, but covering up a VTuber's mouth, it's just like, I don't know, it's like, what's the point? Shu's design is complicated, that's the thing. It is very complex, but it's well put together. It's doing itself well. But it might be another one where I like Shu as a streamer, so I might be going easy on him. Say it again, I wasn't listening. And luckily with that, we got through their designs. Holy cannoli, man. Just gotta add the hair. Oh, and her fingers. So yeah, that was a great thing to kind of get stuck on. So I had something to drone on and on and on about while drawing two of the same design. So we'll do her first. Imagine someone being like, oh, I wonder what this art stream's about, and popping in the middle of that. What a nightmare. That's bad. I don't like that hair. Hang on. They'd be like, what is she saying? And especially if you're not familiar with Hololive or Niji Sanji, you'd be like, I guess I could talk about Iluna and Exolay more. Meloco's design is also very good. Generally, I like Exolay designs better than Iluna ones. Though I will say, I don't like that Meloco's eyes are permanently trapped and looking sad. But I think that's a me problem. I remember one time, I won't say who it was, but somebody had messaged me on Twitter being like, I didn't know that you liked VTubers. And this was relatively recently. This was like a couple, like, months ago. And I couldn't help but just be like, bro, look at me. I am one. So sometimes I just think about that. How funny it was. But yeah, I don't want to, like, talk about my VTuber obsessions, like, publicly or anything like that. So that's why I just kind of keep it to myself. Her hair is cute. I like long pigtails like this. That are low. I should do this more often. Have low, long piggy tails. And then her hair is... The bangs are pretty similar. A little bit more swooshy, less blunt. But a similar length. I'll have to make sure to add her a little shell situation there too. Her hair's gonna be difficult, but in a fun way to color as well. Huh? Spent all that time drawing that collar just to cover it up with her hair. Like a fool. Okay, big shell ornament. It's kind of facing us though, so thank Jesus. Me, I like to try to keep my my VTuber obsessions on the down low, as I'm actively drawing fan art on stream of VTubers. Okay, hang on. Her hair is cute and swishy. There we go. All right. Oh man, I did it. There they are. Holy guacamole. What a ride we just went on, huh? Oh, a first time chat. Hello, welcome. You have to express obsession somehow. You're not wrong. Eventually you've got to. Twiins, but she's doing the frantic meme from Always Sunny. I should draw that at some point. Boy, howdy. Alright, that was a lot. Now we only have 2 left. And they aren't wearing the same outfit, so I am a megamind for doing it this way. For just cheating and... Sorry, one of the cats is being very cute while he sleeps. Great. Okay. Let's do all this. What we're gonna do, we're actually gonna scoot... we're gonna scoot these 2 up. Or over. Yeah, cause... we'll do that. And I'll kind of fun-noodle their rough sketches down here as well. I'm just trying to format this nicely. Okay. Great. How long have I been going on for? Nearly 2 hours. I'm still only in the sketch phase. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if we'll finish these today. What we might do, we might finish the sketches, and then at another time we can come in and do the line art and colors. That could be fun. A 2-parter? What? Or maybe I do want them to be over. And then I can have... damn it, idiot. And then I could have, the other 2 girls, like, to the other side. Yeah, I think we're gonna do that. So let me scoot the rough sketch over too, just so it's out of my way. Okay. Which one are we doing first? Let's, let's move away from the big poofy sleeves. So we'll hold off on her and we'll do this one next with the cute brown hair. Bless you. Vincent sneezed. Great question, though. Great job getting me to just jabberjaw for an extended amount of time. Her to. Actually, yeah. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. Okay, planning. I'm just planning how I want her to be. What's going on? Okay. Is that what I want? Do I want her legs like that? No. Not quite. Something similar. Yes. There we go. No. Actually. Fuck! I'm lost on what to do with her legs. I don't want them to be in like an action pose. I want it to be a similar kind of floaty kind of situation like the others. No, yeah, I think I'm right. Yeah, kind of together. That's good. Okay. Just needed to make them look nice. Oh, and actually, what we're gonna do? Because she also has kind of protagonist energy, if I must say. If I must say. Who says that? Who fucking talks like that? I think she, like, the story is that Miyu is, like, the hero magical girl, and then Toka over here is, like, the new girl that gets, like, brought into the group. So she's actually our kind of, like, a dual protagonist with Miyu, who's, like, seems like she knows what she's doing, but she's actually a new magical girl herself, and they kind of work together. Yeah. That's the plot. And so, ew, sorry, that's a terrible arm. And so yeah, Toka is the one that's like, kind of new to all this and has to get, taught all the things, and she's the one that gets to go, oh wow, when there's like some new thing and that the others get to like are more used to. Audience proxy excitement. What's wrong with these arms? What's wrong with me? Save me! The thing is, I'm thirsty, and I think it's time for a bathroom break, so everyone can go get water or a snack, or can go to the bathroom yourselves if you need to, and then when I come back, I'll be able to draw again. That sounds great. Okay, cool. So I'll scooch on over to our reference here. Or actually, I'll stay on our art, but just kind of zoomed out a little bit. Great. Okay, so let me get a drink of water. Gonna end up having the most points of you because I can't really spend them. Yeah, I was thinking about that. I'll think of something. I'll think of something for sure. I just don't know, like, what kind of here, while I'm gone. I'll be right back, but while I'm gone, you all let me know what kind of things you would want to be able to spend your points on. So, yeah, when I get back, I hope there's a bunch of fun answers. And, everyone behave while I'm gone. This baby slaps roof of apartment, can hold so much heat. Alright, what do you guys say? Got any good answers in there? Okay, let's see. Anarchy. I'd spend my points on making an anime based on my magical girl OCs. I don't know what's possible with points. 10k points for a hot take. Spend my points on emotes. Well, I'll admit it, guys, not that helpful. 10k points for a hot take. I don't know, I feel like I'm very easy. That's the thing. You just ask me, Twiins, what are your thoughts on blank? And I'll probably have a hot take. It's alright, it's alright. No, clearly none of us are too good with ideas. Loud, annoying tuning noises? I don't know. Is that fun for you all to watch? Taunting? Anime hot take? What anime? Narrow it down. Actually, you asked for an anime hot take last time, Excalibur, and I gave you 2. No, you get no more anime hot takes. Bye, Vincent. Don't go melting over there. Sorry, I was looking at my cat. Alright. She's got cute, blunt ish bangs. Hang on, that looks terrible. Okay. It's like I forgot how to draw. I walked away long enough and then all ability just went away from me. There we go. And she's got an ear over there. Actually. There we go. And then some long tassely doos that hang to the front. Okay. I spent all that time talking about my thoughts about all those VTubers. What are you guys' thoughts on all of them, huh? What's your thoughts on my design, huh? I want to know your hot takes. Do you all think, you know, if I could move, would it be a pretty solid VTube design, or do you think, nah, it's not really doing it for me? I think I'm too boring, think I'm too complicated, think the colors are meh. I want to know. Or am I perfect? And you're like, Twiins, no. You can do no wrong. That looks terrible. You can tell I'm getting tired because that's happening more often, where my tips are becoming loopies. Okay. And what say you, huh? Yeah, I think yours would be solid if rigged. My take is your design is that it's stinky, winky, poopy. Moving Twiins would be surreal because I'm used to the PNG. Not overtly complex, and I like the color purple. Color of purple. Well, nice. You all get to stay. No bannings today, it seems. Got hair in my mouth. Hang on. Okay. Oh, what's her power? We gotta figure that out. She's got, you know, kind of like a flowery theme, but also with the teddy bear, I'm getting like, you know, obviously a bear vibe. Kind of very fairy tale-y in a way. I think she feels like a summoner. I think she could summon... The teddy bear can become big. It can, go into, like, attack mode. That's what I think. Yeah. And then, without the bear, she has, like, kind of magic flowers that can grow, but they suck the life out of bad guys. Kind of like leech life in Pokemon, you know? Yeah, moving me would be pretty crazy. I'm excited for the idea, though. I'd like to be not just a PNG for the rest of my days. Get to be a for real VTuber. Get to have like a VTuber debut. It'd be so fun. The tough part is it means I wouldn't be able to just make myself up new outfits whenever I wanted. But, you know, it is what it is. You win some, you lose some. If I care that bad, I can just learn how to rig things myself. This jacket thing is complicated. Good gravy. Good thing I used the /J or else I would have been sent to the Shadow Realm. Howdy, Jordan. Welcome. even better than the moving twins is would be the moving Doug. That'd be pretty fun if I had a Doug rig. Letting you know what we're doing. These are new VTubers under the umbrella of Honeyworks, who make music. So that's what we're doing. Cause I like Honeyworks, and I liked all these girls, and they look like magical girls. So I wanted them to look like if they were in Grim Magic. There you go. So it's like, okay. I'm excited. So yeah, I think that is gonna be the plan. I think what we're gonna do is I'm gonna finish the rough sketches today, and then at another time we'll come back and do the line art and coloring. And so I hope that in that time I don't like get lost in all my sketches, you know, and be like, what's happening? I'll have the reference images up again though, so I shouldn't get too lost. Just kind of something you end up worrying about when you have a complicated design in front of you. Oh, and I'll let you all know now that, just reminding you that the plan is that I should be streaming tomorrow as well. I don't do it, you know, these days. But, since I've been so tired on Thursday when I usually stream, I want to kind of basically head that lethargy off at the pass and stream earlier in the week instead, so tomorrow. So then I'm not all plum tuckered, cause that's the thing, you know, the more days you spend at work, the more tired you get, and so that's the idea, is that, that's the long and short of it. Is that, I don't want to be all tired, and I want to be able to stream 3 days a week if I can. Not always, you know, some days I just want to be like, I can't today. But, you know, more often than not, I'd like to. I do like streaming. I want to be able to. Man, you know, I've got a crazy song stuck in my head. Y'all remember The Climb by Miley Cyrus? Got that stuck in my head. It was an ancient song. That was back when she was still Hannah Montana. Good gravy. It was a lifetime ago. This is gonna be it. She's gonna be the hardest one to color. I'm calling it now. With all these patches and shit. It is a cohesive palette, though. For being so complicated. Okay. Let's get her skirt, and then I'll get her other sleeve. Because actually I want to figure out Mr. Bear here. What are you all saying? Moving Doug would launch fireballs at Twiins. Maybe that could be something y'all could do with points. You could all pay points to have Doug shoot fireballs at me. I saw the Photoshop windows on the side, and the reference photo when I walked in was like, huh, this isn't Twiins' style. And then the ref disappeared like, oh, that's the style we know and love. Yeah. Where's the Photoshop symbol? Like, on her? Maybe? Yeah. It is a reference image. Part of me wishes I could draw kind of more like this in a sort of painterly art style. But also, the other day, Allison and I were we had a huge conversation about how, Demon Slayer is getting, like, copycats in terms of its art style, and how that's the thing. You know, no one... It's good to have a unique art style, because... Wouldn't you rather be the one other people are trying to copycat, rather than be just a copycat of other people? And of course, that's not, you know, in absolutes by any means. But, you know, like, kind of looking at the big shonen mangakas, you know, all the big shonen shows, they all look totally distinct, not just from each other, but from, like, other things available on the market. So, you know, no one's drawing anything like Dragon Ball. No one else looks like Goku, you know? No one looks like Luffy. Edward Elric Spike Spiegel. They're all such, like, distinct, unique art styles. And they're styles that would have been, like, kind of brushed off previously. But because they became big, now you get people trying to copycat them. And so that's the thing. Sometimes I get on my own case about, like, oh man, my art style, is it appealing? I think so. But moreover, it's, you know, while I sometimes get jealous that I don't have a more, you know, anime art style like this, sometimes that's a good thing. Especially since we're living in a world of fucking AI bros, AI douchebags, just stealing people's content. You can't replicate my art. Unless you put my art into an AI, you're not getting anything that looks like how I draw, because I don't draw like anime. I don't draw realistically. It's definitely anime inspired, like, let's, you know, don't get it twisted, but it's distinct, and in a world where people are dealing with the AI bullshittery, it's pretty nice to know that that's not something I have to worry about. So many of these skirts go like woobly woody woo. It's cute. It's just an observation. My back hurts. Real bad. I've been going for a while here. Everyone stretch. Everyone do a stretch. Stretch your shoulders up. Tense them up, up, up. And then relax. And pull your head to one side. Don't crack your neck, you know, like, just stretch. Pull it to the other side. Put your head down so it's leaning against your chest as well as you can. And then roll it around one direction. And then when you're back to the front, roll it around in the opposite direction. Good. Even take your arms and stretch them to the side one way, you know, across your chest. And then the other arm across your chest. There you go. That's how you stretch like an artist. Demon Slayer's art style felt similar to My Hero Academia, which I think came first. I don't think they're anything alike. Can't pull a muscle on my neck. Well, damn. I think, you know, I guess Deku's got kind of similar hair as a lot of stuff we see in Demon Slayer. Where it's like black, but it, you know, fades to, like, it turns green at the tips. But generally speaking, I think, you know, the way how Gotege structures, like, proportions and faces, no one else looks like, you know, Tanjiro's. No one else has Tanjiro's big-ass forehead and tiny little noses and kind of, like, baby-esque proportions. And I say all that lovingly. So I guess I can see the similarities. You know, I'm not gonna call you crazy for the take, but I would argue that there's a lot distinct between them. Also, Gotoge's been making Demon Slayer for a long time. The anime may have come out, you know, afterwards, but the manga had been going for a decent amount of time before the Demon Slayer anime got greenlit. So it's tough. It's tough to say, you know, who came first, as so often is the case with manga like that. Okay, there we go. I got all the roofles. Thank Jesus. Okay. And then the other side is just, nothing. There's nothing over there. I guess we'll add kind of that situation, and then let's do her other sleeve, finally. There's a part of me that sits here and thinks, being a VTuber mom, so, like, you know, the artist for a VTuber, you know, that sounds like it could be cool. I think that'd be fun. If someone were to be like, yo, I love your art so much, I want to look like it when I stream. That sounds, what a compliment. And how fun. And then the rest of me thinks about how I have no idea how you even separate the layers. for for the rigging process and how it's like, yeah, that does sound fun. And if I could do that, I'd have done it for myself already. Her hair is not too long. Oh, so cute. Look at her. Definitely a protagonist. At least a deuteragonist. And I want to make sure I get these, like, love Hina ahoges up here. So, let me... Hang on, this one's a little long and chunky. There we go. That's cute. Oh no, I haven't left any room for the third girl. Or fourth girl. We'll figure that out. Demon Slayer and My Hero Academia do have a more Western comic-y style. Would you say? I wouldn't say Demon Slayer has a Western style at all. I think, and even My Hero, not really. Like, if they weren't superheroes, I don't think you'd be pulling out necessarily the Western. Though their line art is a little bit more kind of how Western comics look. So perhaps I think moreover there might just be a general bleed over. I think, you know, Asian and Japanese illustrators like Western comics just as much as we all like manga over here. Which, thank goodness, because that means we'll finally end the stupid argument of, but what is anime? It's just animation in Japanese. All cartoons are, if you're in Japan, all cartoons are anime. South Park? That's anime. If you're in Japan, what about if you're in America? Who cares? If I want to call SpongeBob an anime, then just let me. Who cares? It's just a cartoon. In America, the Sailor Moon and Dragon Ball are cartoons. Because that's what anime means. It's just cartoon. I'd be like, well, which one's a Neko and which one's a cat? Those words are the same thing! She's got complex little... So she's got a belty and then like a frilly little garter belty thing. Some pearls. Okay. Alright, and then she's got these cute little booties. And then we've only got one girl left and she's got the easiest design. So it won't even take me another hour. Smash cut to me crying and being like, I don't know what went wrong. And yeah, wow, those are some big ass platforms too. Didn't even realize that. Alright. Alright, so it's like, that's where her foot is actually, and then a big ass platform. They've got their heights listed on their website. I can't remember which one was the shortest and which one was the tallest, though. They're all pretty dang short. They're all shorter than me. But I'm not too surprised by that. I'm not a particularly short person. by America standards, and the average height in Japan is shorter than in America. Alright, there we go. Okay. There she is. One more girl to go. Wah-hey. Let me do some fanoodling with where I want her. I guess actually we'll do it like this. Oh, damn. Okay, yeah. And then her friend goes there. No, that's not what I want to do. I'll just do this. Fucking overcomplicating things. Just make the canvas bigger, idiot. Change canvas size. Width. Make it widthier. Cool, now I got room for another girl. Hooray. And I can center the top three better if in need be. So, wait, hang on, what's this? So, King of the Hill isn't an anime because it isn't made in Japan? King of the Hill is, if you're in Japan and you're watching King of the Hill, it's an anime. If you're in America and or Canada, I guess, and you're watching King of the Hill, it's a cartoon. Because the words are the same. Yeah, that's the thing. There's a lot of countries, like Korea, that does work on anime and American cartoons. And so the argument of like, oh, but it was made in Japan, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter anymore. Just call it whatever you want. If it's a vibe, then it's a vibe. Like it's, oh man, this wasn't made in Japan, um but Avatar: The Last Airbender definitely has some anime vibes. Then yeah, call it an anime if you want. And if you're watching some Japanese, made cartoon, and you're like, this sure does look like a cartoon, not an anime, well then just call it an anime. Who cares? Alright, final girl. So I think how the order goes. So we have Miyu. She is our one of the protagonists, a new magical girl, but is so excited about being a magical girl that she comes across as if she is more knowledgeable than she is. The first one to join the group is Toka, who is also a new magical girl, but she's very unconfident and she needs, she's looking for friends to help support her along the way. And Miyu seems to know what she's doing, and so that's how they become friends. I'm gonna say Hale, being the other artist or illustrator, is the next one to join. Being Toka's already friend, then they learn. Oh my gosh, you're actually already a magical girl. She becomes technically the most experienced magical girl of the group. Because she didn't know that her friend Toka had become a magical girl. And then they all start working together, these three. Then, while this is happening, Kyo shows up every now and then and goes, oh ho 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 ho, laughing at their little friend group. We will see more of her later. Meanwhile, these two are already a duo, and they end up joining the team because of adventures and friendship at some point. So we have basically like three senpais and then the two kohais, learning how to be magical girls and having fun. At that point, that's when Kyo joins the friend group. She learns that being a loner and a bully isn't cool, and she joins the friend group. They probably save her. The last one to join is Hikaru, who comes from the ocean. She's been a magical girl for quite a while as well, but she's new in town, and she joins the friend group, and they all fight monsters together. But now we just gotta finish up Hale and figure out what her power is. So that's our story. So let's throw her on down. Throw her on down over here next to her friend. Kohais, what does that mean? That is the antithesis of senpai. So senpai is an upperclassman. Kohai is an underclassman. So if I am a second year and you are a first year, I am your senpai. You are my kohai. That's what that word means. Who's the final girl again? The final one to join is the mermaid, Hikaru over here. She's also experienced, but she's just new in town. So yeah, we've got like, and also I think Kyo has a little bit more experience than Miyu and Toka, but she's also generally quite newer to the magical girl scene. So yeah, that's the vibe. I want her to kind of mirror her friend in a little bit. There we go. Yeah. But I don't want to... Have I already done this pose? No, okay. Okay, great. Hail definitely has an icy feel, but look at all these flowers. But maybe they're just like ice flowers, you know? There's the knee. Okay. I gotta figure out what we're doing for... That's a terrible looking hand. I gotta figure out what we're doing for dinner today. It'll probably be hot dogs, unless Allison has a good idea. Yeah, okay. That looks great. Kind of move her over a little bit. Perfect! Now the question is, who is best girl? That is definitely a good question. I could see Hale being a dancer, like a ballerina. Maybe her power is derived from that. So, maybe a oh, these are kind of... I feel like figure skater shoes are always like this, where they're like kind of lace up pretty high up on the ankle so they don't twist their ankles and die. So, maybe, yeah, maybe kind of a figure skating ballerina kind of deal. Oh, her bangs are complicated. Okay. And the fact that her hair fades to this kind of purpley blue. She just feels cold, man. She's got to have some kind of cold power. Maybe it's a little bit similar to our mermaid friend, where she can, like, figure skate anywhere. As if there's ice. Hi, Vincent. What you doing? Oh, big stretch. Hang on, Allison texted me. Let me reply to her. What would you like for dinner? Perfect timing, honestly. Okay, cool. Let's get the bangs right, and then I'll worry about the flowers. Nice. Okay, and she's also got some forelock things, too. I feel like I haven't seen this kind of, like, little... Like, these hairs that are in front of the ears. It was so popular back in the day. It's not nearly as common anymore. We got another cute little beret. I think she could eventually kind of... She might be connected to these two in some way. Like, she could digivolve and kind of match their levels. Hanan and Kotaha. Like, they're upgraded versions of the kind of magic she has, you know? Or something. Yeah, I'm looking at her eyes. Okay, okay. Great. Okay, sorry I got quiet. I was focusing on the eyes. Oh, she's got a little mole. Mustn't let myself forget that. Okay. Okay, good. What's going on with you guys? I need water. Hale frozones her way across the ocean. It's me, I'm best girl. Nah, it's Doug. house and I'm so hungry. Please, can I eat? Twiins, no. She's gonna be a little bit late from work. That's what that tweet, the text was. Look at all these cute little flowers. What a pain. Let's get her outfit kind of going first. Actually, no, fuck that. I want to draw the hair. And it's kind of a lower shoulders length. That's not quite right. There we go. Yeah, it's kind of longer in the back and then has some wave action going on. Nice. Sorry, I was so confused by what happened with her hair. Like why her ahoges kind of went AWOL. That's why I was so quiet. I was like, what? What happened? Did anyone else get fucked up? I think I may have like cut off her ahoges while I was sliding her around or something, figuring out the format. Sorry, I was so confused. Okay, let's get this loose jacket kind of going on. It starts pretty low on the shoulders, kind of way over here. Comfy looking jacket. Yeah. Alright. Sorry. I got so quiet. I guess I've entered art mode. Out of streamer mode, entered art mode. It's kind of nice to get to draw fan art, though. Like I said earlier, I don't really get to do that too often. I guess I could do it whenever, but I've got so many things, so many of my own things that I want to draw and work on. Just ain't got time for fan art. But luckily, now that I've unlocked art streams, and I clearly like doing them, seeing as how I learned how to do art streams, and I've done them basically every week since. But they give me a good excuse to draw some fan art, because I don't like working on like commissions or comics on stream, because you know I don't want to like spoil the stories and comics and you know stuff like that. So a good excuse. Eventually I will probably draw Vincent and Pippin though. I gotta draw them as humans. Been meaning to do that. I've been waiting to kind of get to know Pippin a little bit better. Can't just go in all willy-nilly drawing a cat as a person without knowing their personality. Hang on. Quite frankly, it took a year of having Vincent until I became really confident in how to draw him right. Which I still haven't done. I've just got like an idea in my head. It's just a sketch. Okay. But yeah, we'll probably do that at some point in the future. My neck really hurts. This is the trials and tribulations of being an artist. Your neck hurts. Your back hurts. Your hands could hurt. Luckily, I've never, knock on wood, you know, I've never struggled with any kind of hand pain from doing art for extended periods of time. But that is a very real problem for some people. So be careful if you're doing art. You know, don't hurt yourself. Make sure to stretch and stop if you have to. Oh, here's a thing I can talk about. My stupid fucking monitor. Okay, I've been dealing with this for a while now. Sometimes, okay, the monitor is basically a stupid little bitch. It's never really worked right, cause the cord to, like, connect it to, the PC, like, the cord that goes into the screen part that plugs in there, it's, like, loosey-goosey. It never really wants to stay in. So it's something I've been dealing with since I got this computer forever ago, is that, or since, the original computer that came with the monitor, is that sometimes, the cord, like, gets undone, and, like, I spend, like, 10 minutes dicking around, trying to, like, you know, kind of, weasel it around to find the spot where it'll actually work and will project onto the fucking monitor, actually. Also, the monitor angles down. It's not adjustable, the stand. And so, if I just had it flat on the desk the way they expect you to, the screen would be, like, I'd be over it. It'd be facing, like, my chest. So I've always, ever since I got it, I've kept it propped up on a handful of, like Post-it notes. Like flashcards, rather. And it's just, fuck this monitor. I hate it. So I'm planning on getting a new one. Luckily, Prime Day is just around the corner. I think it's tomorrow. It's soon, whenever it is. So wish me luck in obtaining a new monitor, because I am done with this. I kind of hate the shape of this skirt. This is a hard shape for me to draw. Just give me, like, circles. Okay. I needed to focus in order to draw this skirt. Sorry, it's why I got quiet again. There we go. Okay. Good. So yeah, that's a whole ding-a-damn thing I'm dealing with, is the fact that me and your monitor have a lot in common. What, that you don't work? Or rather, I guess, don't like to work. But I don't think I've ever bought something on Prime Day before. Allison's always made sure to tell me, like, yo, it's Prime Day, so if there's something, like, you need, now's the time. I've just never needed anything. Or rather, I needed something, but I, did not have nearly enough money to afford anything, because when you're a YouTuber that's as small as my channel is, and that's your only income, you can't afford things. Luckily, not a problem anymore, now that I've got my job at the back rooms, so hooray! I can afford to get myself a monitor. And probably more pants. I just haven't done that yet, because I'm stupid. I got myself I told you guys about my pants adventure. How... Hang on. How I ordered myself pants, and I accidentally ordered, size, like, extra small. And so, that was sad. I think I told you guys, and... yeah, it still was sad, sure was. Drawing laces, it feels like it's such a double-edged sword. Because when you go out of your way to do it, it really adds to the design. It's like, oh man, that's really a foot right there. That's not just a lumpy potato. Like how I am naturally inclined to do. Draw lumpy potatoes instead. But fuck, I just don't want to. I cannot be bothered to care about a shoelace. But I care enough about my art, so that's how it is. There we go. There she. Oh, mustn't forget the flowers in her hair. Also, were there flowers in Toka's hair too? No, thank Jesus. Okay. I'm gonna check in on you guys real quick. Laces are so tedious. They really are. But, like, they really add to a design. That's the thing. Shiro, so I love everything about Shiro Miwa's art. But, like, I'll look at the shoes he draws, and it's like, that's a real shoe. And it looks so good. And fuck off with your talent and quality. Jeez, Shiro, I just want to grow up to be as cool as you. Flowers, right. That's what I'm doing. So there's some big ones in her hair. They've got kind of that going on in them. And then 3 little ones on the other side. And then she's got some sporadically throughout her locks. She would be a pain to draw for an animation. Okay. And there we go. Holy cannoli. Look at all them girls. We drew so much today. I'm scooting the top crew over. I'm gonna actually, hang on. Let me make the bottom crew lower first. Also, Hale is kind of high. I'm just repositioning everyone so that the composition looks good. Yeah, and then the top 3 can go like that. Great. And then let me kind of crop the overall size we got here. Kind of a lot of foot space down there. Okay. Alright. This is what we got. Next time we come back, we can make all this line art, you know, pretty and clean, and throw some colors down onto them too. Some solid work today, if I do say so myself. Let me add some eyebrows to her. And there. I want her to be looking towards her friend, actually. I don't want her looking kind of up and away. Haha, she's cross-eyed right now. Anyway. There we go. Alright! Hell yeah! There's a lot of great work we did today. Hope you guys had fun. Maybe if we didn't line art the laces, it'd be easier. Yeah, you're not wrong. Thanks for sticking around for an unhinged, just like go forward and talking about Niji Sanji and Hololive designs. That was fun. Yeah, I will rest so my neck does not hurt. And I'll see y'all. It should be tomorrow. It'll probably be a shorter stream since I do work then the next day. But I think we'll try our hand again at getting over it. So yeah, and then we'll come back at another point and get these girls some lines and colors. I might post the sketch to Twitter, kind of as a work in progress of what we had going on. But yeah, see ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. Make sure you drink your vegetables, eat your water. But no, for real, stay hydrated if you're somewhere where it's hot, cause wouldn't want you passing out and stuff. So yeah, adios. Have fun. Goodbye. I'm stopping the stream now.